My name's GuykesTV, and over the past 20 years I've reviewed over 2,000 bikes of all shapes and sizes, but nothing quite like the bike I'm reviewing and riding for you today, because it's the Trek Full Stache 8. Brand new 2019 model, mid-travel, mid-plus, that's 3-inch, 29er trail bike. Trek have a reputation as a slightly conservative company, but actually if you look at the history, they've always been really innovative. They've always been playing around with wheel size. I mean, they were the people who made 29 mainstream in the first place. They mixed wheel sizes with the 69er. Their Stache hardtails have been the major 29x3 platform available, and they've been really popular. I mean, Trek always sell out of as many Staches as they can make, which is why they've gone to all the trouble of creating this wholly new full suspension version. I mean, there's a lot of things that you'll be familiar with if you know Treks. The frame is Trek's Alpha Platinum aluminium. That's their highest level of aluminium fabrication, and it's a mix of really neat hydroform tube sets. Starting with this super short E2 tapered head tube, so you can get the bars really low if you want to, through to this knock block steering stop here, and the headset and the stem that stops the top of the crown coming around and damaging the down tube, which means they can run this really straight, super stiff down tube, which is common on all their trail bikes at the moment. You've got the Control Freak cable securing system, you've got these neat wedge clamps at the top, you've got a little zip tie insert to keep them from rattling about inside the tube, and another clamping system at the back, so the whole cable system is locked down so it's totally quiet and it doesn't affect shifting. You've got the Evo Link. It's a system Trek have been running for a long time now, but it's in this full floater system, so it actually bottoms out onto the chainstay, not the main frame, and you've got the main pivot there. I mean, obviously they've had to do a lot of reworking to get this massive tyre and give it the space to move 130mm without affecting the suspension kinematic, but they've done an amazing job of packaging it, so that reactive tuned Fox shock actually uses exactly the same setup as their Fuel EX trail frame with the same amount of travel. You've got the Mino link, so you can change geometry by half a degree, raise or lower it a few mil as well. And then out back, at the end of these distinctive raised chainstays, we've got this 148 by 12mm ABP rear dropout, which means that the rear pivot doesn't run through the chainstays, it doesn't run through the seat stays, it goes straight through, concentric to the rear wheel. So any braking action has minimal effect on the way the suspension reacts, so you've got maximum traction under braking and really good traction under pedalling as well. Not just that, but they've also gone with a super short 427mm chainstay, bringing the chainstay up and down over the chain rather than trying to get it underneath the chain. You've got this Eagle 10x50 massive super wide range cassette, which is an absolute godsend on a bike with this much grip, and 30-tooth chain set up front, again Eagle. But the real news here is this massive Bontrager XR4 team issue 29x3 tyre. And if these aren't tough enough for you, I mean, they're 1040 grams, they're not actually massively heavy. Complete bike weight is around 15 kilos, which is pretty sturdy. But if you want even more protection, then there's an SE4 version, super tough reinforced Enduro tyre. And they've also fitted some really progressive geometry. The effective seat angle there is 76 degrees, so it's really pushing you forwards on the bike for maximum climbing traction. Like I say, this is a bike designed to get you up pretty much anything. And to counter that, it's got a 480mm reach on this large. That's a huge amount of reach, so you can get away with this super short stem. I've actually pulled it back from the standard fit stem to a 40mm stem and fitted these huge Bontrager 820mm bars. I mean, these are massive, but they suit a bike with this much control so well. Pike 130mm boost fork with a 51mm offset, fairly standard fork, but again you've got this Sun Ringley 40mm Duroc rim and these massive Bontrager tyres up front. But anyway, that's enough for the talk round on this beast. What really makes it stand out is how it rides. So let's strap the camera on and get out into the crags and let's see what it can do.
Trek already have an impressive line of full suspension bikes. The Slash, the Remedy, the Fuel EX. So why are they adding another? This giant wheel 29x3. And the answer is just sheer fun. Just extra capability. Whether it's mud, whether it's rocks, whether it's corners, drops, this thing is just a license to get away with anything. Oh yes, the amount of grip and shock absorption. Oh, it's nuts! And the things it'll let you climb up as well are just crazy. I mean, 15 kilos is always going to require some wattage, and it feels like you're pedalling into a pillow with that massive back tyre. But if you can keep the pedals turning, that amount of traction and that near as damn it 76-degree seat angle puts you in the perfect seated climbing position, even super techie challenges like this become fun, become part of the ride, part of the grin, and it's a very, very big grin indeed. What's that coming up there? Is it a monster? Yes, it's a monster. I mean, Trek have gone to a huge amount of trouble packaging this rear end to make it so short, and it's more flexible than a standard straight through chainstay. But the extra agility that gives when things turn a bit twitchy and a bit trialsy really makes a difference. But obviously the big story with this vehicle is these monster tyres, and they really are a double win in terms of just ignoring things that most tyres will get hung up on, like blocks with that lower contact angle from the 29er wheel and the large diameter tyre, so everything feels relatively smaller, but also the width, so you're getting that extra volume and cushioning. You know, it does have flaccid moments with those tyres, but it just rolls up stuff like that so easily. Straight line stuff, and look at that. I mean, that picture spent 1,000 words and all that. That was a classic moment, and up here comes another. Straight up, because there's less impact for a given size, you flow better, so you stay smoother, so you float over stuff better, and it's just an upward circle of confidence and smoothness. It's not a bike for races. Got a Stache and remedy for that. Conventional bike, Trek Fuel EX, awesome trail bike. But this is just a bike for going out and realising that if you can do that, then you can do this, and if you can do that, then maybe you can do that ride without dabbing, or without having to do hiker bike. And obviously, oh, that is ridiculously easy. I mean, this is a trials the old section of trail, but it is properly just laughing at it. And that suspension is really, really sorted. That reactive valving adds a little bit of breakaway, supple off the top and quite firm through the middle. If it's any softer, this would just wallow and you wouldn't have any way of controlling it. But it keeps everything really tight. And while 15 kilos of heavy wheel bike might not be the easiest thing to accelerate, it doesn't slow down, so you need to accelerate it less. But next section there, just cleared it while chatting it to you. I don't normally clear that. It's only a right little trial session on a Thursday night. And of course, if you're that way inclined, having that extra capability in the tyres, suspension, rollover, geometry, all of the Trek full Stache package, you can also start taking liberties with the craziest routes in the wood. Oh, this monster truck, monster Trek, is just so much fun. Yes, every line is a goer. Oh, hello. Oh my lord, I should have been a stall out there. Those tyres carried me through. It's like having the biggest gun in the computer game, that one that just blows everything away. Yes! Woo! Everything you do, braking, climbing, turning, just gives you more extra control, extra lean angle, extra stick down, extra get away with bloody murder. It's just awesome for making even the sketchiest, slipperiest moments. It's just an absolute riot. Oh, just mental what it'll let you do. Oh, even that. I didn't even know that was a line. Never ridden that before in my life. I'll admit, I didn't get it at first. It's big and relaxed and chilled out, and I'm horrible, skinny and edgy, but oh my word. Oh. Whether you're wanting to go out, explore the world, find beautiful places like this, and just need a bit of extra security, traction, capability and comfort to do it, or whether you want to go daft, ripping down old school sketchy downhill runs right at the edge of your wit's end. Oh, what? I've had such a great time on it. Trek, full Stache 8. It really works. It's not mad at all. There are a surprising amount of situations where it makes perfect sense. And I didn't think I was going to say that when I unboxed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, watch the other videos. We've got more treks coming up soon. Don't think anything's going to match this though, for just sheer fun and just letting you get away with being as daft as you want. Full marks, full Stache. Full marks. Dun, 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 dun.